Hello, everyone. Oh, I don't need my glasses yet, do I? It's cold here. I don't know how cold it is. I guess I could have looked it up here on my tablet. I forget to do that. Yeah, well, is it right? I don't know. Okay. It's very cold out there. Very, very cold. So, update on the storm for us here. I can't speak for anyone else out there. I'm just here in my own little domain here. We had snow, then it ice rained and sleeted over top of it, and then it snowed again. It's not bad. We don't have all that much snow. No, I mean, growing up in Switzerland, this is not much snow for someone like me. Or even at the farm, we had a few years ago, quite a few years ago, we had so much snow that we ended up having to shovel our cars out of it. Uh, I remember one year I had to go get my husband at the airport in Louisville, 4 hour drive. Louisville, not just Lexington, Louisville. And oh my gosh, there were cars on the side of the road, and I just kept driving. On Christmas, it was on Christmas. I just was driving on the side of the road, on the road, just going slow, just hoping I'd get where I needed to go. It was sunny, everything was glistening, like the trees, everything was just littered with diamonds or something. It was beautiful, but so dangerous. There was just you could tell where the wheels of the cars had been going, and you just tried to stay right in that groove, and got to the airport safely, picked up my husband, we drove back home, and it was probably one of the worst drives I've ever done in my entire life. It was, I'd say, as worse than what I've seen happening this time around. Um, I my son-in-law shoveled a trail. I told him, I said, don't shovel the walkway. That's just going to become a slick thing for me to walk on. I said, shovel it on the grass. Yes, just next to it. Perfect, no problem. It's icy out there. It's crunchy, but not as bad as I thought it was going to get. Uh, so there it is. We have power, we have internet, we have water. Everything's fine here. Thankfully, right? Yes, I know it's not everywhere that way, and and heard that close to 30 people have died. Don't know how. I saw seen all these posts where I'm assuming they were outside or medical emergencies that were because of the storm. No one could respond to. I don't know. It doesn't say. Yes. Uh, Seen all these posts where people said, "Bring in your animals. Don't leave them outside." Yeah, good idea. Uh, I'm assuming that everyone on the street was brought in too, and human beings. I'm assuming. Didn't see any posts of that, but I don't know. Maybe because those posts are not my feed. Anywho, so then I saw. God, I want to make this a little shorter, but then I saw a testimony. People don't know who watch my videos. I'm a Mooney. Yes, I am with the Unification Church, now Family Federation for World Peace. Been one for over 40 years now. Loved my life in the church. I never regretted any. Never my beliefs. Once I heard, realized, oh my goodness, that is it. That's where I'm meant to be when it comes to my life of faith. This is what I need to be a part of. That was that. I never questioned that again. I'm just not that type of person. Yes, I'm not a flip flopper. Uh, and I took my role as a daughter of God, true daughter of God. Yes, wanting to be a part of the restoration path for mankind and the will and ideal of our Heavenly Parent. Yes, I always took that very seriously. And though not everything may have always gone the way I wanted to, yes, yeah, or in the ideal way, in a perfect way, I never lost sight of the goal. Yes. So this brother, he shares the story. Very interesting to read, yes, kind of in the way that I like to write things, where you don't spell out everything exactly this snap, but you get the gist of it all, right? Yes? And if you got a bit of an imagination, you can read behind the lines, yeah, and this now between the lines, where there is more, and it goes like tuck, tuck, tuck. Yes? Loved it, loved it. Great story. Um, Out of that story, at the end, he says, true parents can't do this on their own. We all have to be a part of it. Absolutely 100% agree. And it isn't going to just be hunky dory from beginning to end, just because we believe we have, how you say, become a part of the second coming, the restoration of mankind, this and that. And then it's like, yeah, the door's open and everything's going to just be perfect because we're on this amazing path now of, right. No, it's not like that. Right? Yes. But one thing, again, and it's amazing on how many people have been here in the state of Kentucky on MFT. Yes, fundraising, this, yeah, which is again, oh yeah, okay, you know what, as I said, you believe in something, you realize the goodness of it, then you go with what will build that foundation. That's what it is always about, yes? Not the nitpicky stuff that goes with it. About 23 years ago now, we moved to my husband's hometown in the little Leslie County, Kentucky, to start Hometown Providence. Yeah, what is that? Basically, you go there, you build up something, and then you just go from there. It's been amazing. It's been amazing the foundations that we had made for that and how everything went for us to build a barn and a house on our little farm and how we got the land and this and that. It was amazing. It was like, and then dedicated to our Heavenly Parent. Then I met through going to some other places, and one was in Pennsylvania. I met someone there at a church, something rather, and he had been to Hazard. That's just a town over from where we live. Told me all about, and how he was on MFT fundraising there, and I don't know what. Yeah, amazing. It's just amazing. And then other people we met, that oh yeah, we were in Kentucky, isn't it? And in this case, this brother in faith, he also had been in Kentucky. First time around, not such a good experience. Second time around, it was completely different. Yes, okay. One story comes to mind for me, and then I'll finish up on why I'm telling you this all. We came home, my husband and I came home from visiting one of our children near Lexington, and we were just outside of Lexington going home, and we stopped at a gas station. We didn't get gas. I don't know why we stopped there. Can't remember, but we stopped. And this young man comes up to the window. He starts talking. I look at him and says, "Hey, are you Mooney?" And he was kind of taken aback. I could tell the age we were at the time and his age. He must have been a third generation. And I was amazed. What, they're still doing MFT? We're not that connected here to any church now. And to when it comes to the Family Federation for World Peace, we just do our own thing, kind of. Yes, we do. You do, and then I do this here. And I, of course, have friends all over the world I'm connected to and talk to, this and that. And he's kind of taken aback, and I'm going, hey, it's okay. We're Moonies too. Yeah, we're first generations. This and that. We do our hometown province. He's like, oh, wow, okay. And I opened up immediately. I just opened up my wallet. Had about $25 left for the month. And it was, okay, I guess towards the end of the month. Our bills were paid. We had plenty of food at home for everyone, including the animals. So not having any cash at all, right? Then I had a credit card if I needed a little gas or something. Okay. But all I had was really about $25 left, and I gave him all. I gave every bit of him. And I know my husband opened his wallet and gave him whatever he had. Good thing we didn't need any gas to get home. Okay, again, I had a credit card, but I didn't like to use my credit card. Again, that's just another bill, right, that you have to have money for. Anywho, so we just gave him all. I said, hey, do you need a ride somewhere? He says, no. I said, look, I said, if you guys happen to be close where we live and you need a place to sleep and shower and get a good meal, I said, come on, right on. They never came, which is fine. But I offered, but it was, and he went on, and it's like this little interaction somewhere at a gas station with a young guy, yes, who still doing what us first generations did. Okay, I never did MFT. I was a previously married couple when we met through parents, so that was that. But regardless, you just feel that kinship. It's like this kinship is so amazing. And gosh, it just felt so good. Felt so good about it. Anywho, so what I'm trying to say with that is this first generation had this big long story about how he got matched and in this and that, and at the end on how the difficulties to do that, to have this conviction this is the right thing to do at all. And all I can say is to that, thank you to everyone that has come to this state, this beautiful state of Kentucky. It's an amazing state, God's country. This is God's country, in so many ways. And the foundations that were laid by our early members here, right, and are still obviously being laid, was amazing for us. We're in a mountain community. 50 plus churches in a tiny, that's how they started out. I don't know if there are that many there anymore. 50 plus churches in a teeny tiny little county. Can you imagine? Yes. I went to so many of these churches. Brought the divine principle to the preachers. Not all of them, but talked about the restoration path, the blessing. And not one time was I rejected, shunned, berated, or whatever. Not one time. Oh, did that have a little bit to do with our family? Because we were a good family and we helped out and volunteered and I don't know what. And okay, just saying. Not one time. Without the foundation of all those brothers and sisters that had been here before and created the spiritual foundation, physical foundation for us then to come here and do hometown providence, it would have been a lot harder. So, yeah, it can't always be seen. We don't always know what we leave behind for others to continue on. Yes, but I'm telling you, thank you. Thank you to all brothers and sisters who've done that here. You guys are amazing. And not 1 second of it was a waste. Okay, let's get going. We are in the book of Jeremiah 3. Conversion. Oh. I'm telling you, all these videos are definitely guided by Spirit World. Do I always get it out right? Probably not. But I would say, again, this will be a blessing to many in the future. Though right now, right? Yes? Just saying. Woo! a great testimony to leave behind. I just went and checked. I started all this in 2019. So about 6-7 years ago. And made over 1,000 videos now. And I'm so tickled. Yes, I'm just so tickled. I don't think it's just me who's tickled. I think Spirit World, as well. It is what it is, but it's a good foundation again for others to move forward with. Yes. All right. 3. If a man divorces his wife and she leaves him and becomes someone else's, has he the right to go back to her? Has not that piece of land been totally polluted? And you, having played the whore with many lovers, you claim the right to come back to me, Yahweh demands. Conjugal love and parental love, and the love for children and vice versa. The love, parental love, and then filial love, filial piety, love children, the love of the children to the parents. They're different, and to mix them up, God would never do that. So again, whoever wrote this down did not know the difference. And the sad thing is because people don't know the difference, they keep messing up in the realm of love. Yes? Got to rein yourself in. So to compare that, there's conjugal love mentioned, and then compared to the parental love of our heavenly parent. That's wrong. Right there. That's false. Not right. Just saying. That's okay. But we're reading it. We're correcting it. Yes. Constructive criticism. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's called discipline. Lift your eyes to the... You're welcome, Jeremiah. Lift your eyes to the bare heights and look. Where have you not offered your sex? You waited by the roadside for them like an Arab in the desert. You have polluted the country with your prostitution and your vices. This is why the showers have been withheld, the late rains have not come. But you maintained a prostitute's bold front, with no trace of a blush. From now on, do not cry out at me, my father, my beloved, ever since I was young. Will he keep up his anger forever, maintain his wrath to the end? You say this, but still go on sinning, being so obstinate. I think one thing that I'm trying to see your point of view here, it's just not properly said, where then again the doors are being opened for people to get attacked and accused and I don't know what in the wrong area. Yes? What I hear out of this is when people become so used to break the heavenly laws, the 10 Commandments, because so many others are doing the same thing around them, and then it goes further and further, right? And even worse things happen in the realm of love, all of them, parental, conjugal, and filial piety. Then if one stays a bit behind, one's okay then, right? And much better than others who are doing worse. Yes? That does not absolve one from having done the wrong thing. But it becomes such a habit, normal behavior, that then it isn't regarded as that anymore, as sin. Something you shouldn't be doing. Something that creates an imbalance when it comes to the realm of love. Yes? Guess who suffers from that the most? Do I have to say it? If I have to tell you who suffers the most under the imbalance of love in all 3 areas, then you're just not willing to listen or change. So I'm not saying it. You come up with the answer. Okay. The northern kingdom urged to repent. In the days of King Josiah, Yahweh said to me, have you seen what disloyal Israel has done? how she has made her way up every high hill and to every green tree and played the whore there? I thought, after doing all this she will come back to me. But she did not come back. Well, wait a minute. It just said here, and then you claim to the right to come back to me? You claim the right to come back to me. It's not a question. Okay. But she did not come back. Her faithless sister Judah saw this. This is another thing too, and I saw that in number 2 on how Jerusalem and Judah are now the Israelites are infighting, right? Yes, that's always a bad thing. I see that in politics where why are our politicians infighting the way that they are in what they're doing? How is that helping anyone out there? They're supposed to be united and govern a country for the better of the people. But what are they actually doing? What are they using our tax money for? I'm just saying, right? Yes, we haven't even gotten past to what they're doing here. This is thousands of years ago. We're still doing the same thing. Yes? It doesn't make sense to me. She also saw that I had repudiated disloyal Israel for all her adulteries and given her her divorce papers. Her faith divorce papers? They had divorce papers at that time? That's funny. Her faithless sister Judah, however, was not afraid. She too went and played the whore. And with her shameless whoring she polluted the country. She committed adultery with stones and pieces of wood. Worse than all this, Judah, her faithless sister, has come back to me, not in sincerity, but only in pretense, Yahweh declares. Why can't Judah and Jerusalem be addressed as he? Why does it have to be she? Huh? Yeah? Interesting, right? Okay, I'm just saying. Besides, neither of them has a gender. Neither did Jerusalem have a gender, nor does Judah, right? Yeah? Okay, I'm just saying. And Yahweh said to me, disloyal Israel is upright compared with faithless Judah. Right, so one has to be better than the other. Oh, what did I say? You sin, but if you see others doing so much worse in that sin, suddenly your sin is okay, right? Yeah, isn't that what he says here? And is that right? So go and shout words towards the north and say, come back, disloyal Israel. Yahweh declares, I shall frown on you no more. Since I am merciful, Yahweh declares, I shall not keep my anger forever. Only acknowledge your guilt. How you have rebelled against Yahweh your God. How you have prostituted yourself with the strangers under every green tree, and have not listened to my voice, Yahweh declares. Zion in the Messianic age. I'm sorry, but this is just man-made, man-written. It came from someone's mind. Decided to write it down like this. Not that recognize something's wrong. This isn't right. Right? Yes, but in the way that it is given, how are people supposed to understand that? I even think this is. There's other ways to say that. I bet you there were other ways to say it at that time. But again, Jeremiah would have to have acknowledged his own wrong as well. And that's what I found. People don't like to do that. One wants to put things out of reach. You want to talk about it like out of reach. So one is not affected by having to change oneself. Yes? Okay. Zion in the Messianic age. I better hurry up. Ooh. Come back, disloyal children, Yahweh declares, for I alone am your master, and I will take you, one from a town, two from a family, and bring you to Zion. I shall give you shepherds after my own heart, who will pasture you wisely and discreetly. Then when you have increased and grown numerous in the country, Yahweh declares, no one will ever again say, the ark of the covenant of Yahweh. It will not enter their minds. They will not remember it or miss it, nor will another one be made. And they lost it. Well, when that time comes, Jerusalem will be called the throne of Yahweh, and all the nations will converge on her, on Yahweh's name, on Jerusalem, and will no longer follow their own stubborn and wicked inclinations. When those days come, the house of Judah will join the house of Israel. Together they will come from the land of the north to the country I gave your ancestors as their heritage. All right, Jeremiah did not like the division either. Continuation of the poem on conversion. And I was thinking, how am I to rank you as my children? I shall give you a country of delights, the fairest heritage of all the nations. I thought you will call me father, and will never cease to follow me. But like a woman betraying her lover, house of Israel, you have betrayed me, Yahweh declares. How about just saying like an adulterer or an adulteress? But no, it has to be a woman. A noise is heard on the bare heights, the weeping and entreaty of the Israelites, for they have gone wildly astray, have forgotten Yahweh their God. Come back, disloyal sons, I want to cure your disloyalty. We are here, we are coming to you, for you are Yahweh our God. The hills are delusion, after all, so is the tumult of the mountains. Yahweh our God is, after all, the saving of Israel. Shame has devoured what our ancestors worked for ever since we were young, their flocks and herds, their sons and their daughters. Let us lie down in our shame. Let our confusion cover us. For we have sinned against Yahweh our God, we and our ancestors from our youth until today, and have not listened to the voice of Yahweh our God. Okay. Again, shame is one of those things, again, that I also feel that, yeah, one should feel ashamed over certain things when it's done, but then you need to start doing what? Restore it. Often it's used, now again, as an excuse. Oh, I can't do any better. Yes, that's too bad. And it is widely supported out there. One last little... I've seen again the controversy about transgenderism and all that. I personally absolutely do not care if a man wants to pretend to be a woman. Pretend. They want to dress up like women and this and that. Okay. That's their thing. I wear pants too. Doesn't mean I'm not pretending to be a man, but I wear pants. They're comfortable to wear. Maybe guys like to wear skirts. Okay, comfortable for them to wear. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would take so much time to, as a man, specifically, don't know why women would do that either, put so much makeup on and this and that. But that's just me. But don't say you are. If you're a man pretending to be a woman, don't say you are one. That is offensive. Because you don't know what it is to be a woman. And that goes vice versa as well. That's all. So, that's all I have to say to that. Want to pretend to be a woman? Be my guest. Don't say you are one. That's offensive. Disturbing. And hurtful to women like me. All right, there you go. All right, that's the last I have to say. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you.